Hi, I'm Lisa Marie. Welcome to my channel, Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie. Today's video is part of my One and Done series, and I'm going to be making an awesome Christmas farmhouse decor piece. So without further ado, it's time to craft. If I mentioned that I bought something at Amazon, you will find the link to my Amazon store in my description box below. I was given these wood boards by a friend who was moving and didn't need them anymore, and they're so perfectly distressed. I love them just the way they are. I'm going to use my jigsaw power tools. I'm so excited. You guys, I've only used it once, and I'm going to do it live on the camera because that's just how excited I am. I'm going to be cutting these into planks, and I do have a really cool jigsaw that I got for a Christmas gift. It's by Skill, and I love it so far. So I'm just going to make some measurements so I know how long my planks are going to be, and that's just up to you, whatever you want to do. And then I'm going to draw some lines. I don't stay on them perfectly because I'm so new at this, but you know, practice makes perfect. And here we go. I did it, and I was careful, and I used all the safety precautions, so I'm super excited. Now I'm just going to measure that one plank several more times because I need 4 pieces, and I'm going to draw lines, and I'm going to cut them again. So I get a little better each time, so I'm just excited that I did it. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention that I have a mega video playlist. I'll put the link down in my description box in case you want to check it out. Now I'm going to take my 4 pieces and decide which side I want to be the front because they have some holes in them. I'm going to cover those up. And the way I'm going to attach them is I'm going to use wood glue and hot glue in between each of the planks. So I'm going to kind of just do some wood glue and then add a little hot glue in between each of the little sections that I did. And then you'll see what I do to secure it even more when I'm done with this part. That I have both of the glues on there, I'm going to push the pieces together and hold them really tight. I don't have any clamps, so I have to hold them. And once I got all 4 pieces together, I'm going to use this piece of glass and I'm going to cut it with my little, I don't know what this thing is called, hand saw? I don't know, little miter box? I think that's it. Anyway, it's not my favorite tool, but for something small, that's what I was going to use. So I just want to get 2 pieces, and I am going to do the same thing after I sand them. I'm going to use hot glue and wood glue and attach them on the back, going the opposite direction of my planks, just like this, so that I have extra security there, just because those planks are very heavy. It's a heavy sign, and it's 48 inches tall, so it's a big one. It's a pretty substantial piece, so I want to make sure it stays secure. I wanted to let you guys know that I'm on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook, same name, and I hope to see you over there. I am going to paint them white with this folk art white chalk paint. I'm not going to do a heavy coat, just a very light coat. Since the planks are so heavily distressed, I don't want to do solid white, so I'm just kind of brushing it on, covering it, but not going crazy. I'm also going to do the 2 ends of the planks, which you can see there where I didn't cut evenly, but I'm going to cover that up with something. And then the other side I did pretty good, actually. I've got this fabric that I got at Walmart, and first of all, I'm just going to iron it with my little Easy Press Mini just because I already had it next to me. My iron was put away. Once I do that, I'm going to make some cuts, and I measured about every 2 1/4 inches, and I'm going to do that all the way across. And then once I finish cutting it, and I made sure I cut it on the side where it was going with the grain so I could just rip it across. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rip every single one of those pieces. That way I can use these pieces and have the rough edges. I'm going to hot glue it together, like fold it in half, because it's a little wider than I thought I was going to need. And I'm going to do this with every piece, and that will be the beginning of what I'm going to make, which is a Christmas tree. Have you ever seen those squiggly line Christmas trees? It's like one line, it just keeps going back and forth. So I thought I would try that with some fabric. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to use hot glue to secure the ends, and then later I'll go back and get some of the middle pieces if they're sticking up at all. And I just love the way this looks, and I know Christmas trees aren't red, but I just thought it was very bright and festive against the white distressed planks. So I really, really like it. You could always do this in green though if you like that better. When I finish a piece, I just hot glue one to the next one, as you've seen me do here, and then it looks like one kind of continuous piece. The next thing I'm going to do is put a star on the top. I am going to go ahead and paint this with that white chalk paint again. It's just a coverage, but not like I'm not going crazy with it. And then I'm going to use some Burnt Umber by Apple Barrel to go ahead and use a makeup sponge and distress around the edges. And then I decided to also do a little bit of distressing across the top of it. And I do this on both sides because you will be able to see the back of it a little bit. And then where I went a little heavy-handed, I just went back with a little bit of that white. So I'm going to use that combination of wood glue and hot glue to attach it to the very top. And that's how I'm covering up those uneven boards. See, I had a plan there. Now I'm going to use a piece of lath that was left over, and I'm just going to use the burnt umber again, and then I am going to really sand around the edges and over the top so it looks super distressed. And then I'm going to hot glue that with wood glue down right at the base of the tree. It'll kind of just tuck under the very end there. And there is my tree stem. Now I'm going to take some heavy duty cardboard that I had from some boxes, cut it into the shape of 3 different like presents. I'm going to get some cute Christmas scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to use my glue stick from the Dollar Tree, that little jot glue stick, which works really well on paper. I'm going to put it down, and I'm just going to use a green Arteza paint marker to do the edges so you don't see the brown cardboard. I'm going to do that with all 3 of these. And then I don't want to put ribbon or anything. I'm trying to keep this pretty simple. So I'm just going to add a couple little embellishments to the top of each one, like as if it were a bow. So I've got a little pick with some berries and greenery, and then got one with just berries, and then I have one with little baby pine cones. Hot gluing everything down, and then I'm going to touch up those berries because I ripped them off a bigger pick, so they got a little, warped. Anyway, I love this. I don't know about you guys, but this is different, and I just think it came out so cute. You'll have to let me know what you think, but I am super happy with it. And this is one and done.
Thank you so much for watching my video. It really means a lot that you take the time out of your day to watch my videos. And be sure to come back so I can see you in the next one. And remember, you are a blessing to me.
If you like this video, I'll put a couple more up on the screen that I think you'll really like, so feel free to check them out.